So as of yesterday, well, I found out, it's definitely been longer than yesterday. It was November of last year. You can go in the computer room and close the door with your brother. Or what? Okay, it's right here on this elliptical. Come and get it. That's where you left it. And you probably got some elsewhere. But yeah, as of yesterday, I just got the information that, and I got so many different ways of looking at it. Something happened real quick regarding, regarding my daughter's so-called bloodline or whatever, um, paternal, and where somebody's here. And while they was here, I guess they reproduced over and over, and I just found out that they had the baby by somebody, a child by somebody else. I'm like, I don't understand why men can be with somebody for 50, 60 something years and still, or women too, but and still turn around and go and I'm saying 50, 60 something. I don't even think it was that long, and I don't think he was married to the last person he was with. But anyway, because I don't know all the details. But you be with somebody for that long amount of time, and then you go and have a child somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know why God allowed it to happen. I don't know why it happened. The child is younger than my child, but they're supposed to be her. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but that's the uncle. So yeah, so I had been speaking before. I was like, oh, this person is not off the radar. I mean, and God knows their location. And as far as them thinking that they've gotten away with certain stuff, because, and I said this because I remember one time when I interacted with the person was telling me, that's such and such to that person. You basically need to acknowledge that. And I'm sitting here like, but you're the one that disrespected the person. Basically, you led by example and disrespected the person when you, just being frank, when you had a child with this person and then you just left that person behind just to raise the child on their own. I was told later on that the person paid child support and stuff like that, whatever, things of that nature. But that person probably wasn't doing all that they could do regarding their child that they left behind in that household or whatever. So anyway, I had been saying that for years, probably like 2 or 3 years. I was like, such and such is not off the radar. And then I was like, I was telling the person who I was talking to, who's in association with them, I was like, you need to hold that person accountable because, yeah. And my thing is, I feel like you don't need to try to use my child to do it, but I think my child was somewhere in the midst of it. But hold that person accountable because that's where your whatever you got going on comes from, and you trying to direct it towards me. So it's like I already got my certain issues at my peer level with or concerns at my peer level with the people that caused me some direct trauma and brought drama to me. But then I gotta get it from these so called older people because they're bitter. Because honestly, you've seen me getting along with the person. You seen me trying my best to get along with the person that even they caused me drama or whatever. I was still trying to make the best of a bad or crazy situation. And so, again, meddlesome and just trying to sabotage or whatever. So, that's not right. So I was saying this person's not off the radar, but now this person is off the radar permanently. And like I said and mentioned somewhere else, I was just like, unless somebody is trying, I mean, they're off the vessel is off the radar permanently as far as our radar because, they're deceased now. Um, and honestly, it just seemed like it happened in a quick time frame. As far as it just all the other stuff that happened, it just moved so quickly. One moment my daughter was asking me about this person because again they're quote unquote blood related, and I'm gonna say no longer because it's done, but was blood related. And then maybe like 2 or 3 months later, the person the person she asked about, she was meeting the person, and then like less than a year later, that person was deceased. And I got a strong belief that God will remove or allow for removal of somebody who will not be beneficial to you in your future, who will continue to try to taint the younger generations and stuff like that, or just do all type of madness and foulness. I don't know this to be true about this person because I was not up and close and personal with that person too much. Just the interaction that I just mentioned earlier, where they try to tell me to do such and such towards one person, but they're the one that that was the lead or the mastermind behind doing the opposite of what they say, and basically the hypocrite type stuff. And I'm just like, what? So I guess it's another case of do as I say and not as I do. But anyway, that person is gone. I don't know all the details. Of course, I seen the obituary myself or whatever. But I just feel like I don't like, as far as the death type, the way it sounds as far as death, but I like the fact that it's done quick, like quicker than usual, quicker than it was like abnormally quick. And, I don't know. I don't know what all went into that. I'm not saying nobody's sitting around spell casting and this and the third, but I'm telling you, I got a strong belief that people that's just not gonna be healthy for somebody else, and they're going to be deliberately toxic and stuff like that. Bye, sayonara, arrivederci, all that good stuff. Because it is good. It is a good and goodbye. And so, and I guess this is the so-called husband and stuff. I wanted to address him, but I'm gonna just leave it. It's the reason why my camera's going when he's pulling up. Um. Anywho, oh Lord, whew. It's just the fact that I'm speaking about that, and then there they go pulling up. I don't know if that person called this person or what, or if it's just that time. Could be just that time. But yeah, so this person is no longer on the radar. I kept saying it, and I do feel like it's quite a few others that's definitely close to what I'm just gonna call it the equator belt, ready to get burnt up and beyond. I don't know what's beyond being burnt up. Um, Besides, yeah, being annihilated. So, and I guess that's why God had me to come in the house and stuff like that. People get out doing crazy stuff, crazy looking stuff. I don't know what it is. But, anyway, that person is not gonna be a concern or an issue no more. And even honestly, with my boys' so-called dad's mom, deceased mom, has no longer been an issue, especially directly regarding me. Um, Again, whoever may be trying to feel like they trying to keep her alive or something like that, or keep her whatever alive, that's to me, that's on them. Keep that separated from me and mine. But I don't know. I just like the fact that now I'm being told that, hey, this is done, this is over with, this was handled. And I want to say handled, like I handled it. I'm just saying it's like it's resolved, should I say, or it seems or it feels resolved. Unless again somebody is just playing with the dead and necromancy and stuff like that and trying to keep somebody alive. Um so yeah, so that part or whatever. But um I just God knows what I want to say, and I haven't said it. God knows. God knows how I'm feeling. Like, I'm definitely ready. I am ready to speak death on certain people. Um, I'm definitely speaking death to the spirit, and I always say if the person wants to go with it, then go ahead and go with it. Um, ugh, my goodness. I'm telling you, I had such a wonderful day yesterday. Wonderful. It was longer than just a moment. Thank God for that. But, and I already knew that. I knew the enemy was mad. I'm telling you, even if I can't sense that he's mad, I know. And so I'm like, where you at? Where you lurking at? Where you trying to hide at? Come on out. But then definitely showed face today. Mm, 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 mm. I do hope and pray for a day where people will not spewing such nasty words towards one another, and of course not nasty actions, but just nasty words that they want to try to penetrate and really do some damage and stuff like that. Because I'm just beyond tired of that. But I ain't trying to speak on this for too long. I just wanted to get on here real quick and say, and then I see now that it was it was for me to see that truck passing by of the so-called next door neighbor whose so-called wife just said spewed nasty stuff at me. And again, this was a person that I sat down and ate with, rode with, and did different stuff or whatever with when I was a couple, younger, and then I was pregnant with my son back in the day. And then again, because we didn't do what they want us to do, and we don't do it how they want us to do it, they feel a type of way. These winds are blowing again today. And I ain't gonna front. Been seeing vultures landing in that yard and stuff like that, like it's something dead over there. But I haven't seen any dead meat or anything, or dead animals or anything like that. But we have been smelling a stench or whatever. But shoot, I'm almost feeling like, honey, I don't even care if your dead body is laying out in the yard, baby. And the very vultures is definitely plucking at you because, baby, oh God, I could think of so many ways, baby. You could. But anyway, I'm off that because I really don't feel like it's my place to speak how anybody should die or anything like that, or if anybody should even die. And I have been guilty of that before. I've done spoke death to an actual person when I guess meant to speak death to the spirit because the spirit that they was operating in was just so nasty towards me. But I feel like I don't really know how. I mean, of course, I could get in my prayer language. But yeah, if I let my natural tongue speak, baby, it's gonna be ruckus. It's gonna be. So. But anyway, I'm off it. Let me get off here.